Hey everybody, Sneaky Narcotic back at it again with another YouTube video. And today, since we just got this brand spanking new trailer for Theros Beyond Death from Wizards of the Coast, I thought I'd go ahead and analyze it. I saw some things that I just thought were, kind of Easter eggish. And I thought I'd go ahead and analyze this a little bit. I will leave in the comment section below a unedited, uncommentary version of this from the actual provider, the Game Awards. It's right behind my picture if you want to see here. It's that right there, the Game Awards 2019 there. But yeah, let's get into this trailer. So first things first, I didn't pause at the right area there, but as you can see, that was a Mask of the Returned. This whole setting here is, that wall over there is kind of like a divide between the lower world, the underworld, and the upper world, where the living live, and where this is where the dead live. So, well, unlive, I should say. Anyways, the Returned, from what I understand, are allowed to return to the upper world of the living, but they are basically nameless. Nobody can recognize them, is what I understand. And they do need a mask, the Mask of the Returned, to do it. So let's continue onward here. And here we have our main protagonist of the set, Elspeth. Now, if I remember correctly, Elspeth was actually betrayed by Heliod and deaded. She died. So that's why she's in the underworld. But as you can see, she earned a Mask of the Redeemed and is ready to go back to the upper world to escape from death. Here's just reiterating that that is exactly what they're doing by touching that divide, is going up into the upper world. If you look in the far right, you can see a soul returning to the upper world, shooting upward. Here she's kind of questioning if she should do this, or just stay dead. I assume she wants to go up there to kind of get her revenge on Heliod, but that's just an assumption. Now here we see a very, very familiar face, or I guess back of the head, and she does too. I forget exactly what they called this brace, but this brace kind of signifies that we know it's Gideon, just to kind of back up the idea that yes, this is Gideon, even though you can't really see him from behind, you know who it is. Oh, and he's dead. Yes, so Gideon died, of course, in the last set, War of the Spark. He sacrificed his life for Liliana. But what he does not have is a Mask of the Redeemed. If you look here, he has not earned a Mask of the Redeemed, meaning that if he touches this divide, I assume, again, do not know too much of this lore, I assume that I guess he couldn't die because he's already dead, but he'd get punished in a way. But he would not be allowed to return to the world of the living either. So, that here is something I definitely wanted to mention. He does not have his mask. Right behind Elspeth is the lovely and beautiful and handsome, assuming, Ashiok, who is somebody that feeds on nightmares and fear, kind of like Pennywise, I guess, would be a fair assumption. Now, with the, and I'll let it roll before saying any more. Hold on. Now, I don't necessarily know if what Elspeth saw there with Gideon being dead is a hallucination, or if Elspeth saw the real Gideon without the return mask and Ashiok just wanted to harm Elspeth here. But this is what happens next. She gets pulled down further and further into the underworld. Gideon is being sent closer to Ashiok here. I don't know if that symbolizes the close relationship between Ashiok and Gideon in the future of this set, or if Ashiok is perhaps trying to use Gideon's image to harm people. For instance, Chandra Nalaar getting tormented by Tybalt, I believe in the book. Tybalt used Gideon to torment Chandra a bunch, and he fed off of that negative energy. Maybe Ashiok's doing the same thing here with Elspeth. So right there, we see that her Planeswalker Spark ignites again. So that possibly means that she's regained her Planeswalker, and I feel like that's an honest truth, that she has regained her powers of a Planeswalker, because in the actual spoilers, we do see her card. Now, it's all negative, and in previous sets, we saw that with only negative... I'm specifically referring to War of the Spark. With only negative abilities, that doesn't necessarily mean she has her Planeswalker power back. And I do not know how the Underworld is going to affect that, but it does kind of show that she has reignited her Spark, either due to the tormentation of Ashiok using Gideon's image, or just the pure overwhelming feeling she has of being dead. This could all be just a metaphor for how she feels in the Underworld. We do not know yet. But that is the end of the trailer right there. And as you can see right here at the very end, Magic Arena has these 3 cards playable right now. Black Lotus, Elspeth Returned, or actually, I'm sorry, Sun's Nemesis, and Ashiok Nightmare Muse. This is kind of a bad picture, and I apologize. I'm going to try to crop and edit this picture, see if I can make it better, because I do kind of want to see what that symbol is on the Black Lotus. I do not know what this means for Black Lotus, though. It could possibly mean we're getting a reprint of Black Lotus. A reprint of the most expensive, one of the most expensive cards of Magic the Gathering. Now, that is bad for the market if you own one, but it's been so long since it's been printed, not many people own one. And so this would be really cool to see this artifact come back, and honestly broken. That's one of the reasons why Black Lotus costs so much money now, is that it's kind of broken, especially in like Legacy, Modern, and Commander, where you can break the mess out of a zero-costing artifact. But anyways, guys, I do think that's the end of the trailer. I want to keep rolling it just in case. Wait for the applause. Okay. So, thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about this. Maybe I'm totally off base. Maybe I got some of these right. You never know. Let me know in the comment sections below how y'all feel. Maybe y'all saw something I didn't. I didn't really pause frame a lot of these to see if there was any, like, people with return mask, maybe, that people know from Theros. Also, I don't know too much about Theros other than what I know from Gideon Jorah's backstory. So, thank you for watching again. Please like, share, subscribe, do all that usual YouTube stuff. And this is Sneaky Narcotic, signing off.